Have you guys ever noticed that you'll rarely see a single guy out in public? I was talking to one of my girlfriends about this. You'll never see a single guy just out and about at a cafe or market. They're usually with their girlfriend. And I'm sure there's exceptions to the rule, but I swear most single men just stay home unless they have a girlfriend. I don't know, if you're a single guy and you actually are out in the wild doing stuff, what do? Where are you at?
Ah, yes, the classic, where are the men? Okay, where are all of the single men at? I'll tell you where the single men are at. The single men are either working, or they're at home, or just in general avoiding women like this. This is something I've heard many modern women say. They will ask, why is it that men aren't talking to us anymore? Why can't I find a man and meet him in public and live happily ever after? But the truth is, men actually have zero reason to approach modern day women. We have zero reason to be around them. And honestly, a lot of the times it is actually safer that way. But what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again. We are going to be kicking it off with this woman who says that she has a video for men. So let's take a listen to it.
This is for the boys and the men. This is for you. Hope this video finds your For You page. You know what time it is? Don't scroll, I swear. Don't do it after I say this. It's Mental Health Awareness Month for you, for men. And you know what that means? I'm not saying you need to get all, sentimental. I'm not saying you need to get sentimental. I'm not saying you need to go to therapy. I'm not saying you need to talk about your feelings. I'm just saying, we see you. And if you're struggling, take care of yourself.
It's actually nice to see a woman make a video like this. Excuse me. I'm losing my voice. Usually when women make videos like this, what they'll tell you is a whole bunch of crap about how, the reason why men are struggling mentally is because we need to do more emotional labor, right? We need to be more in touch with our feelings, guys, and express ourselves and go to therapy and talk about our problems and, basically do everything except actually solve our problems, But it's nice to actually see a woman like this make a video like this, rather, where she's saying, hey, you know what? I'm not going to tell you to go to therapy. I'm not going to tell you to do all of the bull crap that men are honestly sick of hearing. People will say to men, oh yeah, the reason why you're struggling as a man is because you don't talk about your feelings enough, as if number one, anyone cares, or number two, as if that actually does anything for the majority of men. You know what I mean? Like, dudes are problem solvers. We're not sit around and talk about the problem and cry people. Let's continue.
And you know what that means? I'm not saying you need to get all, sentimental. I'm not saying you need to get sentimental. I'm not saying you need to go to therapy. I'm not saying you need to talk about your feelings. I'm just saying, we see you. And if you're struggling, take care of yourself. And it's okay to not be the strong and the steady all the time. You're a human too. And you're allowed to feel your feelings. Us girls, we do it all the time, and I know we act like we hate you. Sometimes, most of the time we do, but we love you way deep down. Not even way deep down. We love you, and we appreciate you, and take care of yourself so that you can, yes, just take care of yourself.
I suppose that's as good as it's going to get, right? Like, we've got a video here about men, you should take care of yourselves, we see you, which is, many steps above the usual video that modern women will make about men's mental health and so on. I mean, we had to throw in that little part there about hating men, but, this is a few leagues above the average video that we see over on TikTok. But speaking of the average video that we see over on TikTok, oh boy, let's jump into this one. You may recognize this woman, guys. We have covered her many times on the channel before. This is, I forget her name, mainly because I never bothered to learn it. But it is this woman again, and she's going to be talking to us about a dating story time. Let's take a listen. My goodness. Apparently this woman, someone tried to set this woman up with a man. Yeah, good luck with that one. Let's jump in.
How about about that one time a friend tried to set me up with a guy and it didn't pan out? I was at their house for a pretty big dinner, and I'm pretty sure that's what they were up to. They didn't say it explicitly, but they did the classic, pointing him out to me. Oh, he's divorced. Oh, he's single. Oh, he has a good job. Oh, he's got a kid. And then, miracle of miracles, I'm seated right across from him at the table. And he's fun. He's very witty. He's an excellent storyteller, all of that. And he happens to mention the town where he lives. I had actually lived there briefly, so we start chatting about that. And then he asks about why I moved. There were a couple of reasons, actually. One of them was that I just missed my Baltimore people.
Yeah, so the reason why she moved is probably because she had to. I believe this woman is divorced. What an absolute shocker that is. This woman, guys, whenever I hear her talking, it's just, she speaks, even if she's telling a story to her own audience about her own life, right? Not expecting anyone to roast it. Notice how patronizing she sounds during these stories. Like, this is a woman that you could set this woman up with the best man on earth. She will still find issues. And this is what many modern women do, guys, is they will continuously find issues with men, no matter what. Okay, you could put a guy in front of her that's like over 6 foot, makes all the money, handsome, witty, all of that stuff. Oh yeah, but I don't like the way his wallpapers are bad. He doesn't drive this sort of car. Like, this is the type of woman, guys, that'll just make your life a living hell. You know what I mean?
I just missed my Baltimore people. Baltimoreans are just so friendly. You can strike up a conversation with just about anyone, and they're never going to look at you funny. This other town, that wasn't the case. It just wasn't the same. So I politely talk around that and ask about it because, maybe there's some sort of actual reason or history. There could have been a crime spree. These things happen. And so he responds, well, when they saw you, were you smiling? Maybe you weren't. So they weren't friendly to you. And, maybe I was growling like a rabid dog. Anyway, that didn't go well. But another guest at dinner did ask me out quite fervently, as 28-year-old men do.
Wait a minute. So this woman doesn't like this guy because he questioned if she was smiling or not, and suggested that if she wasn't, suggested that maybe she was putting people off because she wasn't smiling, and that's what she's pissed about. You see, this is what I mean, guys, right? It's like you can be Mr. Prince Charming, you can have a nice job, you can tick all of the hypothetical boxes, okay? But women will just create issues a lot of the times. Like, really let this sink in for a second. The reason why this woman is pissed off is because this dude made a comment basically about how she should smile more. That is insane. And then this prompts her, how long is this TikTok video? Nearly 2 minutes. This prompts her to make nearly a 2-minute long TikTok video ranting and raving about this particular situation, as if A, anyone cares, and B, as if it's somehow reasonable for her to go down this line of thinking. Ridiculous, man.
I was growling like a rabid dog. Anyway, that didn't go well. But another guest at dinner did ask me out quite fervently, as 28-year-old men do. And I had actually spent a good chunk of the evening talking to his mother. We got on really well. I liked her a lot. So maybe I should have taken the 28-year-old up.
Yeah, so let me just say that that's probably never happened, okay? Of all the things that never happened, that probably never happened the most out of all of them. But of course, absolutely have to have an issue with everything. Guys, we're going to be leaving today's clips there. Those were some awful damn clips. I mean, the second one was okay, right? At least the modern woman wasn't doing the usual thing that they do over on TikTok. But guys, don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Peace.